So next up, we're going to talk about the dates module here. So imagine that you have you want to get the different dates. So let me first create a new file called dates.py. So imagine that you want to get the current time that you have right now, and for example, in the different parts of the code, in the different executions of the code, in different times you want to know the current time, or you want to, for example, show the different representations of the time. So for example, you have the first day of July, but you want to know whether it's Wednesday or Thursday or which day of the week it is. So you have the time and you have the date, but you want to know exactly how you can define it to the different users, and how you can say, for example, if today is the first day of July, what day of the week it is and what hour of the day it is. So here we use the date module. So in order to use it, we use import. So let me get into the code. Import datetime. So the name of the module is datetime, and you can use datetime.now in order to get the current time. So you can print datetime, and here I can run the code by running python 3 date.py. So I think I have mistaken this. So dates.py actually, dates.py. So doesn't have any attributes that's now. So in order to see what is the current time, we also need to add another date time as well. Here, as you can see, we have added another date time. So this one should show the current time now, and as you can see, it's the current time with the hour, the minute, the seconds, and also microseconds. So it's a very exact time that I am recording the video, and as you can see, you can get the different representations of this. Imagine that we want to get only the year from this date here that have been printed out. So we can write, we can declare this one as date equal this, or for example, we can write date time, but because maybe it's going to be confused with this name of the module, so we don't write date time. I can only write date or any other kind of variables. So I can write print date.year, and which is one of the attributes of date. So print date.year, and I can save the code and print it. So as you can see, only the year has been represented. So let's see if we have month as well. As you can see, we have it. So if we want to know only the month, you can get it here, which is the 10th, and is October. And also we can do for the day, the hour, and the minutes, and so on. So here the day, which is 5, and so on. And also, because this is a string, you can also do this by simply getting it using the find, for example, dash, and then the last dash it gets is this one, and then you can segment the different parts using the space, dash, colon, and so on. Also imagine that, for example, we want to get the day, but not the number of the day, not the number of the day in the month. But we want to know what day it is inside a week. So for example, whether it's Wednesday or Friday or Tuesday. So we can simply print out date.strf time, and inside of it we can write %, and then we can write a. So let's see why % here is problematic. So print, and then we have date strf time. So this one shouldn't have any problem. So there we go. The problem is because it is a string, it should have the quotation marks as well. So let me rerun the code. As you can see, it shows vet, which means Wednesday. So today is Wednesday, and this day, which is the 5th day of the month, does not show exactly what day of the week we are in, but using this one, you can see the which day of the week we are in. You can also use the capital B in order to see which month we are in. So instead of 10 here, which was the month we were in, we can write October. We can get October. So for example, we want to show the users of a certain application or website which month we are in or which day of the week we are in. We can show it this way, which is much better than showing the dates in numbers. So here I have %A, %B capital. You can also write other forms. So for example, we have A capital, and see what it shows us. As you can see, it can show us the complete name of the day. So A was a shortened way of showing Wednesday, Wed, and capital A was the complete name of that. So here I can also try B, small b, and probably it's going to show October with oct. As you can see, it shows oct, which is the short form of or abbreviation of October. So one of the other important things about the time is the hours. So we can use capital H for the hour and see what it shows. It's 22, which is one of the representations of the hour. However, you can use the other representation, which is capital I or L. Let's try this one. Okay, it's capital I, and so we don't know whether it's AM or PM. So how do we understand whether it's AM or PM? We can use %P, and this one is going to show us that it's 10 PM. So for example, we want to use this kind of representation of the time, and then because we don't know whether it's AM or PM, we can use %P in order to show us that. So all of these are different useful representations of the time and date. If you want to know about minute and second, you can also use %S. Let's see if it's going to show us the second. So it's 25, the second is 25, and the minute can also be shown with the capital M. So as you can see, we have, because the second has changed, it's 39 and 38 is the minute. So anyway, that's it for learning how to work with the time and date. You can use this in your application and use any kind of representation of the time, hour, day of the week, day of the month, and which month, and whether it's the abbreviated representation or the complete representation of the month or the day.